Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your tarot card reading for September 2023. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Thank you all so much for being here. For those of you who are new, my name is Jane. So these tarot card readings you can watch for either your sun, moon, or rising sign, depending on whichever resonates with you the most. If you are here for love specifically, you are also welcome to check out your Venus sign as well. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your September 2023 tarot card reading. We're going to go ahead and get started with a card from my intuitive deck here. And Annie has decided to join us as well. So let's go ahead and see what comes through for Pisces. Okay, feels like, well, I'm definitely picking up the Mars in Libra quality right now, big time. Even more so than the Virgo stuff going on opposite of your sign. Feels like there are adjustments happening and you're just sitting calmly in the middle and allowing life to do what it needs to do. You're probably noticing a really big shift and change, just generally speaking, because of Saturn in your sign. But Mars through the 8th house, plus even next month, we're going to talk about the eclipses, okay, because we have eclipses on the 14th and 28th of October. So we're kind of moving into that time of year where a lot of things really do start to shift. But I don't see you really having a hard time of it. I don't see it being especially difficult or challenging. It feels manageable. It feels doable. It feels like, there's room for growth and all that kind of wonderful stuff. So it's really just about staying centered as much as you can and staying connected to what you know to be true to yourself, that true flame inside of you that feels like this is right for me. That's going to be a really important thing to pay attention to, because the more and more you associate with the things that feel right for you. Now, just because something feels right, it doesn't mean it's always comfortable. All right, let's be very clear about that, because you're probably going through some uncomfortable things. You're meeting new people, you're trying new things, you're learning new things, you're developing, you're growing, you're healing, and it's all in a new way. So it's not comfortable, but it definitely feels right. And I love that, because as the world adjusts and shifts around you and new circumstances and new people come and go, you're still really, really grounded, which is awesome. All right, so let's see what else comes out. We're going to start with an oracle card, which is, what does the universe need from you? Pisces, what does the universe need from you throughout the month of September? Okay, oh my gosh, I love this card so much. I think I've said this before. This is one of my absolute favorite cards of all my decks that I have. It's the Horse Spirit, which is freedom is yours. Sometimes we need that reminder, that we don't have to be contained. We don't have to be tethered and grounded, or, well, grounded, not really the right word, but we don't have to be stationary. You are free to make choices, and you're free to make changes, and you're free to evolve and grow and move past things, and you're free to pretty much do whatever you need to do, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody else. And maybe you are feeling or need to feel this sense of freedom. If you are feeling tethered by things, held back, imprisoned, suffocated, if you are feeling those things, probably this is going to be a month where you start really thinking about how to get out. Because it's really hard to grow when you're feeling trapped and suffocated. If it's a job, you're probably looking for new jobs. If it's a relationship, you're probably trying to get out. If it's even, maybe you're single, you're looking for a relationship, whatever the case is. But to know that you are inherently free. And tomorrow you could live a completely different kind of day. You could wake up and do everything drastically different if you truly wanted to. And that's your prerogative. There's a lot of power with freedom, personal power. Okay, maybe this is a message. We'll see what else comes out. Let's see if I can shift my little baby-rino here. Okay, there we go. Let's see what else comes through. So what is going on environmentally for Pisces here? we have a new romantic cycle begins. Beautiful. Now, not everyone here is looking for romance. So as much as I would like to really lock it into that, if you're not looking for it, it could just be a new kind of partnership or a friendship or some kind of new relationship in general. But if it is romance, if you are looking for romance, it makes sense, with Sun in the 7th house and Mercury retrograde in the 7th house. It's possible you may have some exes, not to be so generic about it, but a Mercury retrograde in the 7th house specifically, plus a Mars in the 8th. There can often be a lot of entanglements that happen there. So if someone does happen to come back, I'm not recommending giving them a second chance, but I know you may consider. There definitely is some kind of a blank slate, right, with this card. A new cycle begins. And even there's scales here. I saw kind of scales with this card too. We can kind of see kind of how it looks like scales almost. And then I see scales here too. This is why I really went to that Mars in Libra. Was the first thing that really called out to me. That there's a push toward the romantic, or a push toward the partnership, or a push toward balance in some way, shape, or form. If it is a non-romantic relationship, chances are, whatever, professional, platonic, new neighbor, I don't know, whatever it is, but chances are it's going to have a positive effect. Okay, meaning it's going to work out. It's going to be good. It's going to be solid. It's going to be strong. There's really nothing for you to worry about so much here. Okay? If it is romantic and someone new does come in, or you can feel it kind of coming in, it may not happen in September, but over the next few months, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio seasons, really a lot of relationships come through Libra and Scorpio. I think it will be the type of relationship that kind of sets you free with that card here, which is beautiful. It's beautiful when a relationship can do that. All right, Pisces, what else do you need to know for September? We're going to pull out 3 cards. What else does Pisces need to know for September? 7 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. Strength. Kind of feels like you've been fighting for, with that 7 of Wands, you've definitely been fighting for something. Maybe you have been pushing against certain, I don't know, have you been protecting your freedom a lot? That's clearly possible. You're protecting your freedom, protecting your peace, protecting your peace of mind, your state of being, all of that. But it does feel with that 7 of Wands that there are things coming at you. And this is kind of what I meant by that, a lot of things going on externally. I think in Virgo season, there is often a lot of stuff that goes on externally. There's often a lot of circumstances and people and movement and all sorts of, readjustment types of things that go on. And that's why it does require so much focus, and it requires so much self-mastery this season, because we really have to be on point with what it is we're working for. Otherwise, it's highly likely that we'll get distracted or pulled into things that we don't really want to get pulled into. With the 10 of Cups here, this really is about, kind of an emotional success and putting yourself in situations and with people that, I'm not going to say they make you happy, because I think happy is just a little too fleeting. But there is something that is fulfilling about what or at least you're seeking things that are more fulfilling. So whether it's friendships or a workplace or your clientele or an actual relationship, whatever the case is, you are looking for that fulfillment. And anything that doesn't really meet that criteria, I don't know, it kind of feels like you're pushing it away. You're rejecting it. You're taking yourself out of that equation. And yeah, it may require a lot of strength. But this is the key to freedom right here, right? Is keeping that stuff out. That's your freedom. That's the key. And it's possible that by doing this, pushing this stuff out or away, is what makes space for this new thing to come in, this new relationship to come in. And this, because I am feeling an energy of prosperity. All right, this this struggles to come in when there's a lot of storminess. So I almost kind of feel like you're keeping away the storminess here, keeping it at bay, keeping your life as simple and simplified as possible. Yeah, it does take courage because you might have to reject people and places and things that you may have a tie to, right? You may be attached, you may have pre-existing relationships, whatever. And when you start saying no to things, you start reprioritizing a lot, you stop caring so much about whether or not you're going to hurt someone's feelings just because you say you don't want to go out, right? You're not concerned about that kind of stuff right now. Saturn is such a serious planet. And when it's in your first house, it's just, you just take yourself seriously. But this is one of the best things about Saturn in the first house is you take yourself seriously. And when you start taking yourself seriously, you start taking your decisions seriously, your choices. And Virgo season is all about choices. Oh my gosh, every choice, every single day, every decision, every hour, every minute, we're always making choices. And those choices stack up over a long period of time. They stack up. So if we think of it that way, choices stack up. This choice right here is going to stack up toward the Ten of Cups. All right? Because these are clearly things that don't bring that peace. They don't bring that fulfillment. And the goal is to make space for that fulfillment. So what else? I'm going to have to pile these together. Okay, Queen of Wands. Two of Swords. I really like the Queen of Wands. She's been coming out quite a bit this month. And I genuinely like her because she's kind of like a no BS type of card. And Pisces, you just may be in that mode of like, don't mess with Pisces. Don't get like you're feeling really fiery to me right now. And this might be Mars in the 8th. It might be Jupiter retrograde in the 3rd. I'm not quite sure, but it's coming out really fiery. And I don't know, you're still warm and loving as always, but there's a passion, there's a heat. And I think it's really focused to this 10 of Cups. This is like the driving force of everything. If it disrupts your 10 of Cups or your plan to get there or your plan to create it, I don't know, Pisces may retaliate a little bit if someone crosses the line a little too quickly. I think I'm kind of sensing like a short temper, like you don't have the patience, you don't have the energy. You don't want to sit and have these long conversations with people. You don't want to have to explain yourself. You don't want to have to justify anything or rationalize anything. It's just your life. It's your life. It's your decision. It's your freedom. Right? We can think of like a wild Mustang running on the beach, like full speed running. It's not going to answer to anybody. It's not going to stop for anybody. It's just on a mission, I kind of feel like that's how you are. There's no stopping Pisces right now. And the Two of Swords is clearly about choices too. There's just a lot of choices that you have to make. But I promise you, with that Queen of Wands, you can make them quickly. You don't have to draw anything out. You can wake up today or tomorrow and say, this is how I want my day to go. To some degree, obviously, you have to account for, things that are beyond your control. But if it all goes according to plan and you have full control over yourself, which types of things and which types of activities will you engage in? What benefits you? What helps you? Five of Swords. I'm going to see what comes out underneath that Five of Swords. It does feel connected to the Seven of Wands here, like there's some kind of adversarial quality. And I don't know if it is other people. I don't know if it's internal. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Seventh house activity often includes other people. We still have Venus. Now, she's not going to be retrograde for most of September. She stations direct on the 3rd. And then but she'll still be in post shadow. So she's still kind of finishing out her retrograde stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if you were still dealing with some relationship stuff. I don't like that someone is wanting, I don't know if it's them wanting control over you or them wanting power over you, or if they're playing victim so you try to come save them or something. There seems something really weak and whimpery about this Five of Swords. It's so yucky to me. It seems manipulative. I don't think you're in that place to get manipulated, and that's probably what annoys you the most, is maybe someone is underestimating how strong you are or how strong you've become, how intelligent, how healed, how whole you have become. This may have been something that you have fallen for in the past, but you're clearly not falling for that now. All right, and I think that empowers you even that much more, and it kind of triggers you to go live an even better life. This is one of the things that you're trying to keep out over here. Encourages you to go live a better life. And when you have that encouragement, it's easier to wake up the next day and do the better things. This might be one of those like success is the sweetest revenge type of situations. Just go be successful, go win, go be happy, go find joy, go find that romantic partnership. Like go do it and let them watch, right? Go do it and let them watch. There's the Pisces card, Knight of Cups, Six of Cups. And finally, last card we have Eight of Coins. Now, Eight of Coins has been coming out quite a bit. That is a Virgo card, okay? Numbers 8, 9, and 10 are associated with the mutable sign of that element, so mutable earth, which is Virgo. So that kind of brings in the Virgo qualities a lot. Now, Virgo is such an important archetype for you because it's your opposite, right? So you actually do draw in a lot of those Virgo qualities, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. I always say that to people, and people are like, oh gosh, I hate my opposite sign. It's so awful, or whatever. But there is a work ethic there. There's a focus, there's a talent, there's a skill, there's dedication and promise. And, I think that's really where your focus is. And like I say, success is the sweetest revenge. And this seems to be the reaction to the Five of Swords. With strength and the Eight of Coins on each side of the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords does not have a chance to get at you. This is you applying your skills and your talent. And this Knight of Cups is you being optimistic and passionate and even romantic and poetic about your future and about your life. That's one of the things I really admire about Pisces a lot, is just that Jupiterian rulership, right? It's that ability to see beauty and goodness in so many things, and that can drive so many wonderful decisions. And I think this feels good. Even the Six of Cups is a card of abundance and generosity. The universe being generous with you, the universe presenting opportunities and providing the right people, right places, right things for you to ultimately succeed. The universe, your spirit, higher self, I guess we could say, knows that 10 of Cups is ultimately what you're trying to create in your life right now. This is not necessarily a destination that you have to get to. This is about just nurturing that within yourself and living it in the present moment, right? Living that fulfillment, living that satisfaction, and eliminating the things. Now, we are moving into a season of elimination. Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. We have this whole process of we got to even things out with Libra. Things truly get eliminated with Scorpio, and then we set ourselves free in Sagittarius. So this whole process of elimination that we're coming into, it is going to set you free. It really is. a weight will be lifted because you're not going to have to deal with those circumstances anymore. But it's all because of the choices that you make now. Please don't think that you can just sit around and do nothing and expect this freedom to just happen. If you want out of a situation, you are going to have to make different types of choices. Okay? You're going to have to do things differently. And there has to be a quality of diligence with this 8 of coins as well. Even with the, 7 of wands, there's strength, there's courage, there's vigilance, dedication, commitment, being strong and defensive and not backing down. There's definitely no backing down for Pisces right now. If someone is trying to get something from you, right, a 5 of swords, this is about you being like, try it. You want to get it from me? Let's just watch you try it. And getting a little tough, Pisces can be kind of scary. I've seen my fair share of Pisces get really mean. I don't know. It's not something that we normally attribute to Pisces, but holy cow, watch out. When they get pushed to that level, it is really scary. So I'm kind of sensing that you got to get kind of mean in order to make your point. You got to get kind of mean in order to push those things away. You want freedom. Maybe there is a little bit of pushing back that you have to do in order to get that freedom. You have to break through the reins, if you will. I love this story for you, though. I really do. I love it because I see success, and I think it's what your soul really wants. Because when you're operating from this internal flame of the soul, for lack of a better term, there really is nothing you can't do. Why am I thinking of the movie 300? Am I aging myself? I actually didn't even see that movie. I've just seen enough of it. I didn't ever watch the whole thing, but I've seen my fair share of it. It's kind of like the movie 300. Like when you really believe, or if you ever watch that show Vikings, it's like this fearlessness. And when you have that fearlessness and you show up on the metaphorical battlefield of life, it's really hard for things to beat you down, especially when other people are so afraid. Fearlessness will always beat fear every day of the week. Okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the comprehensive clarifiers. So we're going to pull out a whole bunch of new cards. And these are going to be the cards we'll cover in the comprehensive reading, and all the info on how to access that will be in the description box down below. So let's see, let's clarify. Oh, a lot of Sagittarian themes coming out. 6 of Wands and 4 of Cups. For the environment, King of Wands. Okay, well, I know not everyone is here for romance. I know not everyone here is here for romance, but if you are, this is a really positive romantic message environmentally. If you're looking for a relationship, it's very, very possible. And I would highly encourage you to put yourself out there in every way possible, okay? So let's take a look here at the 7 of Wands. What does Pisces need to know about the 7 of Wands here? We have 8 of Cups, 9 of Coins, and another Justice card. A lot of scales. Justice, the kind of scale-looking quality here. We've got the Libra, New Moon and Libra card there. Even a Libra card in the very center of the reading. We have another 6 of Cups, a Knight of Wands, 6 of Wands again. Okay, hold on, I'll take this top one here. The Lovers, Seven of Coins, the Empress. Another Libra card with the Venus energy there. We have, oops, do you hear something, Annie? Probably my other cats. 10 of Swords, the World, Temperance again, the Sun, the Devil, Two of Cups, Nine of Swords, and a Queen of Swords. Loving that Queen of Swords. Four of Wands. Seven of Cups, Hanged Man, High Priestess, Ace of Wands, Three of Swords. Why do I feel like the universe owes you? Three of Cups. I feel like the universe owes Pisces. Ace of Coins, Page of Cups, and Judgment. Okay, so this is where we're going to pick up in the comprehensive. So if you want to join, you are more than welcome. You guys know I love you. Have an amazing September, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.